ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। ॐ नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। जय राम कृष्ण, जय स्वामी जी। Today is yes brother, you tell.
So today is the Chicago Address Day. On the same day, Swami Vivekananda delivered his first speech in the Parliament of Religions, which was conducted in 1893 in Chicago. So now we are reading the same Chicago Address, which mesmerized the millions of the Americans, and because of which we have come to know from the India about Swami Vivekananda. Now we are going to read it. Sister, how we are going to proceed now?
One by one, we will read a small portion
Okay.
of this first lecture.
Yes. Okay. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of the monks in the world. I thank you in the name of the mother of the religions, and I thank you in the name of millions and millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects. Sister, shall I continue or you?
You continue a little more. Then
My thanks also to some of the speakers on this platform who, referring to the delegates from the Orient, have told you that these men from far off nations may well claim the honor of bearing to different lands the idea of toleration. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions as true. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. I am proud to tell you that we have gathered in our bosom the purest remnant of the Israelites who came to southern India and took refuge with us in the very year in which their holy temple was shattered to pieces by Roman tyranny.
okay.
I am proud to belong to the religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnant of the grand Zoroastrian nation. I will quote to you, brethren, a few lines from a hymn which I remember to have repeated from of the grand from my
Earliest
from my
boyhood.
from my earliest boyhood, which is every day repeated by millions of human beings, as the different streams having their sources in different paths, which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. You continue.
The present convention, which is one of the most august assemblies ever held, is in itself a vindication, a declaration to the world of the wonderful doctrine preached in the Gita. Whosoever comes to me through whatsoever form I reach him, all men are struggling through paths which in the end lead to me. Sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often and often with human blood, destroyed civilization, and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society society would be far more advanced than it is now. But their time is come, and I fervently hope that the bell that tolled this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all persecutions with the sword or with the pen, and of all uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal. Jai Swamiji.
Jai Swamiji.
Jai Swamiji. So we have completed the Chicago address speech. Now we are briefly discussing the meaning. So it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. Here Swami Vivekananda addressing to the gathering, and he is mentioning, actually because he mentioned the sisters and brothers of America. After that, a huge response came, and Swamiji himself he became silent, and after they stopped clapping, then he started again. So that's why he's referring to them. It fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response. Means he is mentioning it is a I want to give a response to you, but there are no words from my side. That's why he is mentioning unspeakable joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. That is what he mentioned. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of the monks in the world. So here he is mentioning, he directly even never mentioned here directly. If you observe in the entire speech here, if you start, he always he started mentioning that India and the people from India. He never mentioned particularly. So here I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of the monks in the world. I thank you in the name of mother of religions, and I thank you in the name of millions of Hindu people in all classes and sects. So if you see in these three lines, he first in the first line also he mentioned thank in the mentioned thanks.
Yes,
So
brother.
here he mentioned clearly, you have given means the welcome you have given us. He mentioned in the first sentence also us. In the second sentence also, he mentioned thanks from the most ancient order of the monks. And in third sentence also, he mentioned thank from the millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects. So this is in the from the first paragraph we can understand. Even from the starting speech of the Swamiji, he started thanking from the entire country, from the entire India. Because he thought he represented the entire country, so he mentioned the thanks. So he mentioned my thanks also to the some of the speakers on the platform. Some of the speakers they actually they referred to the Orient, means here about the East and about some religions like Buddhism, and even they directly did not refer to the Hinduism at that time, because even they did not know until Swami Vivekananda speak what actually it is really. So later only, after the end of the Chicago lectures only, they have got some idea. And in one great person from the same religious parliament only, he mentioned, now we are thinking how much foolish it is to send our missionaries to the country from where this man, this learned man came. That's how Swami Vivekananda impact went to them. So here he actually, that's why Swamiji directly here he mentioned, he gave thanks to those delegates who referred to the Orient. He did not mention who referred to the Hinduism or who referred to the religion from which I came, because they did not know actually until Swamiji speak. So then he mentioned, have told you that these men from far off nations may well claim the honor of bearing to different lands the idea of toleration. Swami Vivekananda, if you observe in the two sentences, he mentioned toleration. I am proud. Next sentence also we can parallelly continue. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. If you observe Swamiji's speeches in the next speech also, in the next day's speech, immediate one person before that only tells, see, we all are fighting with each other. We should stop quarreling. By taking that sentence, by taking, you can say that sentence or that thought, Swamiji's speech goes. That's how we can say it is an extempore speech. It is not a prepared speech. That's why, because one person in the lecture, he mentioned about the toleration. He mentioned the religions from the Orient, we have toleration, like that he mentioned. By taking that word, idea of toleration, see here, you can see, you can even read again this sentence. My thanks also to some of the speakers on this platform who, referring to the delegates from the Orient, have told, he is mentioning to them, they have told you that these men from the far nations may well claim the honor of bearing to different lands to the idea of toleration. So he had taken that idea because he liked that, yes, what the point they mentioned, it is correct. So by mentioning from there, it is a clear indication that Swamiji's speech is an extempore speech, even from the starting word, the sentence he mentioned. It fills my heart with a joy unspeakable to rise in response, because it is not a framed sentence, because with the response to them, he extemporally he started his lecture. Even the sisters and brothers of America also, he did not even think initially before going to Chicago speech, okay, then the audience will come, I have to tell sisters and brothers of America. At that moment, purely because of his conscious ability to understand the entire divinity in front of him. So by with the extempore way, majority of the speakers, they have written their lecture and come. But Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji, extemporally, here you can, then by taking this idea which the other speakers told about the Eastern religions toleration, then Swamiji mentions, yes, you have mentioned about the idea of toleration. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. Then Swamiji added a new word, it is universal acceptance, with building from the tolerance. So that's how even his speeches also, you can observe when Colombo, he first came to Colombo, they gave a great welcome to him. Based on response to his welcome, by taking that, Swamiji's speech continues. By taking that, what they mentioned about that, by taking that, yes, you mentioned this as a Punya Bhumi, Karma Bhumi, then Swamiji goes with a flow. Yes, even this land where the Sanatana Dharma, you can sing, you can think, here the activity prevailed when the Greece did not exist, when Rome was not thought of, when Europeans painted themselves into blue. He did not talk in the West like that. But when he came to India, in his first speech, you can observe he's telling the greatness of in India by comparing to the Greece and complete. Because in response to the what they have mentioned, whatever the good is there in that, Swamiji takes that and he continues with that. And with that tolerance, what they mentioned, the previous speaker, Swamiji added, so I am proud to belong to that religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only universal tolerance, because already Swamiji mentioned about the toleration which they have mentioned. That's why he is mentioning we not only believe in universal tolerance, but we accept all religions are true. This is Swamiji telling, this is a new point from my religion. You mentioned, you all speakers mentioned tolerance. So until here, I think I have read. Okay, next.
Yes.
Vandana
It
sister.
means we not only tolerate, toleration means, okay, other religions are maybe superior or inferior, we are tolerating them. It's not like that. It means that we are considering that all religion is as great as mine.
Yes, yes,
That is
absolutely.
this point.
We believe not only in universal toleration, as universal, as Kyali sister correctly mentioned. Um, because as the other religions are very small, okay, or some high we are tolerating. Yes, they are all true. Yes, sister, you can Vandana sister, or you some I think Vandana sisters you can
No,
you,
Didi, you continue. I will
You're
listen.
telling nicely, brother. If any point, if we feel to, if we want to share any point, we will share that point. You are nicely briefing.
uh, I thought until I read such that that will
I'm
be
audible.
conveyed. Okay. I am proud to belong a nation which has sheltered and persecuted and refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. I am proud to tell you that we have gathered in our bosom the purest remnant of Israelites, who came to southern
Israelites.
Israelites, okay, Israelites, right? Israelites.
Israelites.
Uh, remnant of Israelites who came to southern India and took refuge with us in the very year in which their holy temple was shattered to pieces by Roman tyranny. I am proud to belong to the religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnant of the grand Zoroastrian nation. I will quote you, brethren, a few lines from a hymn which I remember to have repeated from my earliest boyhood. See the play, how it is set. As we mentioned exactly, these are not previously prepared words from Swamiji. These are not previously prepared sentences from Swamiji because Swamiji himself told he did not have any idea exactly what to speak at that time. Even he is thinking, okay, what to, but see, even though he did not have any previous idea what to speak, he only continued the flow with respect to the previous speakers. He considered he liked the point of tolerance which they have mentioned, idea of tolerance, and he is mentioning we not only believe in this tolerance but we also accept all religions are true. That's what he mentioned, both tolerance and universal acceptance there. And then he is giving explanation of how we are saying we have tolerance and we are accepting all religions. Then he gave some examples. So I am proud to so here he is mentioning here he is mentioning um, I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth in continuation only. And then he is mentioning an example. Um, he gave an example of Israelites. So they came to southern India and they are refugees. When their temple was shattered to pieces by Roman tyranny. He is mentioning, I have not telling because we have tolerance with these words only. He is giving an example. Israelites came to southern India on the very year where the temple got shattered. That means they came here because they know we have the tolerance to accept them. So then he mentioned, I am proud to belong to the religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnant of grand Zoroastrian nation. In the speakers, Zoroastrianism, they even mentioned, and so he is mentioning for the Zoroastrian nation also, we have sheltered the people, so I am proud to belong to that religion. If we remember clearly, Swamiji in the words actually he is never interested to particularly speak in if we clearly observe his lectures in later but because the platform is for World Parliament of Religions of Chicago and the platform is set and everyone is saying mentioning about his religion, that's why he never particularly he mentioned that he is actually he is not mentioning that I am from that nation. Instead of that, he is particularly mentioning I am from that religion. So every time he is mentioning that religion, he is not only mentioning the only the Hindu people living in the country. Whenever even you can observe in the Swamiji visit also, when he visit in the India, entire India, when he wanted to go for a even the spiritual aspirants of the Muslims also, he went and he learned. Even you can we have the examples of that also. So that's why, so that too in front of the persons who sheltered to Swami Viji, George Hale, Miss George Hale, they are also present in that meeting. But he is still mentioning that purely I am proud to belong that religion, and I am. He is mentioning that he is clearly indicating that he is including the entire aspect of the India. He is including the entire Sanatana Dharma. He is mentioning that religion means he is mentioning from the ancient 10,000 example, you can take 10,000 years to 1893. He is mentioning all the sects. He is mentioning even the foreigners who have come from the other nations, and we have given to shelter to them. He included even them also as a India, and he is mentioning that we can think at the moment. So I am proud to belong to that religion which has sheltered and is still fostering, because in these words we can observe his idea. He's saying, I am proud to belong to that religion which has sheltered the people. Who can shelter the people? Nation or a place can shelter the India can shelter the people. In that, in these words only we can understand what actually Swamiji is meant for. What instead of taking the only the words as it is, okay, Swamiji is mentioning the particularly the Hindu religion sheltered them. Instead of that, Swamiji is mentioning the entire the aspect of the India. In that aspect of India, yes, our religion, when he is mentioning the our culture, he is mentioning entire the aspect of the India in that religion which is not apart from this place, which is even Swamiji himself, he told, in a, even a small sand particle on this land is a having a great power. So Swamiji is already including the geographical and the spiritual aspects, and he's mentioning these particularly the religion sheltered. That means because he the people also addressed especially to their religion, because that is parliament of religions. So he is mentioning, I am proud to belong to that religion which has sheltered even the persons from the Zoroastrian nation came, other from the other religions they came, other nations they came, but we have sheltered. I will quote you, Britain, a few lines from a hymn which I remember to have repeated from my earliest boyhood, which is every day repeated by millions of human beings. So he is mentioning here, as the different streams have their sources in different paths, which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. He correctly mentioned following that he is mentioning a popular line from Bhagavad Gita, but as I mentioned, why he is not mentioning, okay, I am quoting from the Bhagavad Gita which we read, because they don't know even what is Bhagavad Gita. Even if you understand his lectures, he who taught the Sanskrit and he who taught them how the Sanskrit word should be translated to English, even they do not know, because this is very new thing to them. If on this, if we go now and tell to them the Bhagavad Gita, they can understand. But in 1893, if Swamiji speaks in these lines, he tells, okay, I am quoting a line, two lines from my religion, where we believe the Bhagavad Gita as a sacred text. Then if he mentioned that thing, that might be like they do not understand that particular text, and he is speaking in that text. But Swamiji, how nicely he placed, see, which is being repeated by millions of human beings. How that nature of Swamiji to understand accordingly what is actually really needed for them. So he clearly mentioned that which is every day repeated by millions of human beings. I myself, I am repeating my boyhood, he mentioned clearly. But even though by mentioning of that much depth, he did not mention the name of the Bhagavad Gita. And even here you can observe, even he did not mention here. But after considering giving the lines to here, then in the next paragraph, we will observe how he introduces Gita to them. Okay. Am I right, sister? These are lines from Gita, right?
Yes, brother. So
Yes.
just from Gita.
Yes, yes. So here he did not mention. After mentioning here, so clearly, then in the next paragraph, with his flow, he goes. So as the different streams having their sources in the different paths, which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. Okay, right. Next, after that, the present convention, which is one of the most august assemblies ever held, is in itself benediction, a declaration to the world of the wonderful doctrine preached in Gita. Then Swamiji is coming into the Gita. Whosoever comes to me through whatever form, I reach him. All men are struggling through paths which is in the end lead to me. That's how Swamiji continued here. He started from here and then he is continuing here. So he here mentioned clearly declaration of the wonderful doctrine preached in the Gita. So he mentioned them. You can think he is introduced them. He then simply he mentioned what actually mentioned in the Gita, and then he started whosoever comes to me through whatsoever form I reach him all men. So then sectarianism, bigotry, and all and its horrible descendant fanaticism have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often with human blood, destroyed the civilization and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. Uh, because Swamiji is mentioning, if we do not have this violence which was happened, then the society, human society, would be more forward, advanced. That is what Swami is mentioning. Then he nicely concludes saying, "The time is come. I fervently hope the bell that tolled this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism and all persecutions with sword or with pen, and all uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal." In the last sentence, if we observe, he clearly mentions he wants to put an end to fanaticism, means the people thinking their religion is the only way to the God, or for that they fought with the sword. And he is also mentioning the persecutions with the sword or with pen. Anything should be stopped, he is mentioning, and all uncharitable feelings between persons. They are going to the same path, but they have uncharitable feeling. They are so this completely this version of Swamiji, this is completely changed. Okay. Then, sorry, just now I was message. I am seeing the screen only. Okay, and now it is completed from my side. Please, next.
Nicely, you have within this short time, you have touched almost every point, and it's our we are very fortunate and we are very much blessed that today we have read this lecture, this holy lecture. It's these words are like words of Shiva to us, Swamiji's words. And for this speech only, our self-esteem became enhanced in front of the world, entire world. So we are very much blessed. So, and one more point I want to add. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are clearly audible,
Yes,
sister.
Yes, yes. And through this Parliament of Religion, the America wanted to prove the Christian religion is superior to all.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
But yeah, yes, yes. But they didn't imagine such thing would be happened. So it's God's wish. There is a proverb that um, uh, there is one proverb. Um, uh, some proverb is there. Can you remember?
Do you want to say the entire environment is set for their purpose? Actually, that environment is previously prepared by the God for Swami Vivekananda's appearance to the world. Do you want to say a proverb related to this?
Oh, I remember now. Man proposes, God disposes. So
Yes, yes, exactly. See, even in the next day papers also, none of the papers belong to India, and none of them even there is no need to praise Swami Vivekananda, especially because he did not have any political background or any by praising him, nothing they get, but still. All in papers you can see in the famous papers like New York Herald. Sorry, I am continuing. In the New York Herald also, his picture and came everything that indicates that yes, it is a divine plan. Yes, please, sister, carry on. Sorry for interrupting.
no, no, okay. And the chairman of the committee, religious of and officer and uh,
now it's breaking, Didi. Voice.
was breaking. He actually, the professor, the chairman of the Parliament Religious Committee, Chicago, accept the victory of Swamiji at that time. But at the same time, it is true that the Western nation accepted him, accepted the Hindu Sanatana Dharma and started recognizing our Hindu culture from that time.
Yes, sister, please
So,
continue also because you are getting
and now,
a little bit break also. So you can continue. After that only, Vandana sister and
okay.
me.
Hmm.
Now it is clear. Your voice
Vandana
is
sister, you please share
now
something.
your voice is clear, sister.
You have actually you have summarized all the points, so I have nothing to say. If Vandana sister wants to say something, share something, she can say now.
Vandana sister.
Didi, no, Didi, I'm having nothing to share. I'm very happy to be a part in this session because I heard again these words, and I just pray to Swamiji that these words should go enter my mind and I should try at least.
Hmm. We are really
Oh,
very lucky that we are able to. Okay, Father.
okay, sister. Then thank you for creating an environment to remember Swamiji's speech again, even after 128 years. By seeing these words, first of all, the flow, the grammar, that is fine. But in order to speak the words with this much flow, how the person, if we by seeing his these words only, we can, as Swamiji says, I am a voice without form. Even now after reading this flow, how much powerfully he might have presented these words at that time. So directly the audience who heard these words, how much impact they might have given to them. That's how Swamiji mesmerized them. With this, we are ending the Chicago speech celebrations. Is it okay, sister?
Yes, with Shanti Mantra, we will conclude.
Om Sarve Bhavantu
Bhavantu
Sukhinah Sarve
Sarve
Santu Niramaya Sarve
Sarve
Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet
Bhave.
Om
Please give.
Shanti Shanti. Yes, sister.
Thakurma Swamiji Jayadvani also, please give.
Yes, yes. Jai. Yes, sister. You can give because every two I am
My
only.
voice is breaking or not, I don't know. You
Now it
please
is
continue,
clear.
no
Now
problem.
clear. Now clear, sister. Because everything speech and everything I heard. That's true.
No problem. That is
Yes,
not
yes.
a.
Your clear voice
you
is
are
clear,
a-
sister.
You are a good auditor. So, okay, no problem. Jai Bhagavan Shri Ramakrishna Deva ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Mahamai.
Jai.
Jai Swamiji Maharaj Ji ki
Jai.
Jai. Jai Bharat Mata Sanatan Dharma ki Jai.
Jai. Jai Swamiji Chicago speech ki Jai.
Jai, Jai, Jai.
Jai.
Jai Ram
Okay,
Krishna.
Jai Ram Krishna.
Pranam,
Pranam.
sister. Pranams. I am ending.
Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Pranam.
Have a nice journey. Have a safe journey, brother.
Yes,
And
yes, I will.
Vandana Bhagini, take rest. Take
I have stopped recording now. Okay, sister. Thank you. Pranams.
Jai Ram Krishna.
Is it required to upload?